Sometimes you need to trust yourself and do what you plan to do. So today I had a plan to go down a little further south from where I live and watch a big high school wrestling tournament. I like watching wrestling. And one of my friend's daughters was competing in it, so that was an added bonus. And so I had something to do in the morning until noon. And then I got on the road. I called him. I said, hey, I'm on my way. I'll be there in like an hour. And he said to me, oh, don't bother coming. It's almost over. So I was like, okay, all right, thanks. And then I hung up the phone. I was already in my car and I was already driving. And I decided to keep driving. And I said, well, I'm not sure that he's right. Even if he is right, I don't know. This is what I planned to do, and I'm not just going to take a U-turn from what I planned to do because of what somebody said. So I kept driving, and as I was driving, I asked him, hey, can you do me a favor and can you just ask around and find out how long the tournament's going to go or when the next round is going to start? So he asked. It turned out I had a little more time than he thought. And then I also was able to look up the tournament director, and his number was online. And I texted him, and I asked him what time, the finals were going to start. And he said, not till 4 or 5. So I had plenty of time. And so, I had way more time than my friend thought that I had. And if I had just listened to what he said, I would have missed this entire thing for no reason. And there was a time when I would have done that. There was a time when I would have just let somebody else's input divert me from what I wanted to do or planned to do. And so, at the end of the day, I drove down there, got down there in a little over an hour and basically saw 4 hours of wrestling. And fulfilled my plan. That's the more important thing. I had a plan, I fulfilled my plan, I allowed myself to do everything I wanted to do. I gave myself everything I wanted. That's huge, rather than do a full 180, change my plans. Then what? You have to come up with new plan. Then your day becomes empty. And I hate that. So, believing in your path and what you plan to do is hugely important. And this is, a small instance or maybe a seemingly insignificant instance, but actually quite significant, psychically. So I'm glad I did what I planned to do and trusted myself and wasn't swayed from my resolve and my plan. And I enjoyed the day. I got the satisfaction of doing what I had planned to do all along. That's a great satisfaction. And I think that's the best thing we can do for ourselves.